All right, all right. Here we go again.
All right.
Brothers talking Tesla with your boy Sadat DeVoe and yours truly, Adrian Little. Uh, this is we'll call it Hurricane Week or Hurricane Month.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like the month. It's definitely a month.
Hurricane Month, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, we've gone through Hurricane Helene, and then this week we've had Milton. So it's been it's been an eventful week, right? So um, once again, it's we're talking Tesla. We're talking. We're going to get into Elon and his announcements this week, right? We're going to dive into that and just kind of talk about our experiences this week with the Tesla in these conditions, right? In the
Yeah.
hurricane conditions, where we live. So, man, how's it going, buddy?
Good. Like you said, a lot to chew on this week. I
Yeah.
mean, Elon was busy.
Yep.
Elon was very busy.
Yeah.
And to your point, we were very busy. Probably you more than me with the hurricane and everything that happened. So, I think on that front, I have less to tell, but I was definitely paying attention. So, on some of the topics I know we'll cover today, I do have my own perspective, but certainly a very busy week.
Right. Got it. So with that being said, let me go ahead and let me go and kick it off with kind of like the hurricane experience, right? So,
Mm.
uh, for those that don't know, we live in Florida, right, in the path of Hurricane Milton,
Mm.
right, and so I already knew just from going through a bunch of hurricanes, being a native Floridian, going through a bunch of hurricanes that this was going to be primarily I told my wife a truck week, right? Like you got
Hmm.
to pull out the truck. Like
Okay.
um, I know we talking Tesla, but we talking survival. We talking about getting through. This is a truck week, right? So
Right.
with that roads flooding, maybe having to get over debris, things of that nature, right? To start to be safer to use a truck. That being said, I had to go and pick up my mother before the hurricane got here, and I drove the Y, right, Performance Y. So I took that over there. I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Picked her up, right, and as I was going there, she's got a Wawa within, I don't know, within a couple miles of her,
Okay.
and that Wawa was packed. People at the gas pump and line out in the middle of the road, right? First of all, the traffic, it was thick trying to get to her city,
Right.
and I was like, man, well, I'm gonna charge, but I'm not
Okay.
gonna charge now. I'm gonna go pick her up, make sure she's good, and then we'll
Right.
get back in charge.
Right.
So so when I picked her up, and this is really the first time she had ridden in the car before, but this is really the first time she's probably going to spend 2 hours
Right.
in the car, right? So get in there, and I told her, Ma, I said, Ma, we got to go. I got to charge, right? So stop by the Wawa, and since I don't need gas, I'm cool. The chargers,
Right.
there's plenty
Right.
of chargers, there's plenty of chargers open, right? So I pull in, and obviously there's other Teslas there, but man, there was the baddest cyber truck that I've seen, man. It
Okay.
was black. The guy had some aftermarket wheels on it.
Wow.
It was a brother too.
Okay.
And I saw another brother talking to him, and I went in I went in there. I think used the restroom, got something out of there, and I got some snacks, and we came back and we charged, right. And so my mother was like, "You ain't fill up." I was like, "Mom, we don't need to fill up." And so I plugged it, right,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so on the way out, so I pull out and I pull into the street. And on the way out, I see another guy pull in to the charging station, non Tesla. It was like a Chevy Equinox or something.
Okay.
And
Okay.
he pulled next to the Cybertruck. Now I'm sitting at the light and I'm watching. I'm like, what this guy doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
He got an ice vehicle pulling in there, right? So he gets out. It's a white guy. He gets out. He's staring all at the Cybertruck,
Yeah.
right? Checking it out, looking at the front. The guy still now the brother's still in there charging, right? The other
Right. Right.
guy's
Right.
already gone.
Right.
And so I said, Ma, look, that dude checking that truck out. He checking
Yeah.
that truck
That
out, right?
Cybertruck is
And I
you
mean,
you
it
you.
just dude, hey, for
It's
whatever, yeah, whatever, it attracts you, right? So he's looking at it,
okay.
and I couldn't hear what he said, but I saw the other guy the driver wind his window down, and they started
Right.
talking. And I told my mom, I said, Mom, see, look at that. It's an attention
Right.
right? And so anyway, we drive home. No issues.
Right.
You know, she's good, and yeah, we make it back, man. So
On
that
that
was
one charge.
on that one charge. Yeah, I think I charged up to 100 before I left, and we could talk about that too because
Okay.
I got a message saying I don't know if the Camry does this, or I don't know the Ford F one
Right. Right.
fifty or I don't know the Mercedes Benz, but I got a message from Tesla saying, "Hey, there's a storm coming." Did
I
you
got
get
the same.
that?
Yes, I got the same. I received the same message.
It said a storm is coming.
Yes. You can't.
You need to charge to 100%. Right? Okay, so
There's the tech.
that's the thing. Now look, now my wife got a car. She didn't tell me that her car said. She didn't tell me that her car messaged her and said, "Hey,
Right.
you need to put gas in your car. You need to fill up.
Right. Right. Right.
There's a storm coming. You need to
There's
put
a
gas
storm
in your
coming.
car."
Yes. Listen. I'll be honest with you. When I saw the message pop up on my screen, I kind of did like a snapback. Like, what's the car doing?
Right.
Like, what's this additional feature? And again, right? Let's be honest, right? It's not like the car needs to tell you that,
Right.
but, but, what car is telling you that?
Mm,
None.
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 Mm, mm. Did you have to pay extra for that?
No, not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all, man, not at all. So wait a minute. So you got to keep going with the story though, because the thing that caught my attention is a few things. Number one, knowing what it's like in that situation with the gas stations, you had to. You didn't have you were I'm guessing those people pumping gas, they were like jockeying for position, people probably
Yep.
honking horns, people it was probably car on top of car,
Yep.
all the mayhem that you could probably think of, right? People probably feeling their little gas tank canister to put in the back of their car, whether it's for a generator, whether it's for their backup car, their mom, mother-in-law, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You you just go over to the Tesla supercharger.
Yeah.
You filled you juiced up the car. You didn't even go 100%. As you told me,
No.
you didn't
No.
even go 100%.
Mm-mm.
So, all right, now let's think about this now. The benefit, because number one, the fact that you were home, you didn't have to go out and jockey at
No.
any gas station.
No. 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 Not for that. Not for that. Not for that vehicle. No.
You went straight to pick up mom.
That's right.
Straight,
That's right. That's right.
straight
Take
to
care of my
pick up
mother.
mom.
That's right.
You
That's
pulled
right.
over a few miles away from her place to get some juice on the way back.
Yep.
And one more time, just tell me, did you have to wait for a stall?
Nope. Nope. Because for one, as soon as you pull it up on the monitor, it tells you like how many stars are available. So it's four. I knew it said
You
four. So I
knew.
was like, well, I'm good. It says four is available. All I need is one. I'm good.
So you wait. So basically, what you're saying is that you knew before you got there.
I ooh. I didn't have to wait to get to the gas pump. I didn't have to wait to get to the gas station to know if there were gas stalls available, right? No, you're right, man. Already and I already knew like which one to go to, right?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I tell you, that is the difference. I mean, and again, look, if you don't have a Tesla, maybe you're thinking like, yeah, I can figure that out and blah blah blah. But I mean, you were probably what, maybe there 10 minutes?
Yeah. I was thinking there 10. Yeah, 10. Yeah, no more than 10.
Okay,
Yeah,
10 minutes. But I would have to imagine that the cars that was waiting for gas, they would have probably there for 30 minutes a pop.
yeah,
If I had to guess.
yeah,
Now, given the
yeah,
situation, that was your worry.
yeah. No, you're right, man. And then yeah, just the anxiety of waiting, somebody cutting
Right,
you off, all that kind of stuff. Are they going to run out of gas by the time I get up there to get to the
right,
pump? Right? Are they going to ration the gas? Am I going to be able to get $50 or 100? Am I going to be able to fill up?
right.
It didn't have any of that. Didn't have any of that. Just pull up the supercharger, put it in, sit down. When it hit the spot that I needed to hit the amount, I just left.
Yeah.
Like unplug it and left.
And,
So
and which is an interesting thought because I didn't think about this until now. I mean, could it be the case that the power outage was so effective? I can't think of a better way to say it. So pervasive that it could have knocked the power. It could have knocked the superchargers offline.
yes, and it did on some of them. I
Okay.
believe it did. I mean, I would assume that it would have done that, right? I would assume. I have no knowledge of. I have no way of knowing that.
Right.
I did see online where folks were saying that you could pull it up and see whether the supercharger was up or down,
Got it.
which makes sense to me, right?
So obviously because the system because the Tesla's going to tell you that it's down, you're not going to drive there.
Right, exactly. You're not going to waste your time or waste
You're not
effort.
going to waste your time.
Yep.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this is like a use case. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping a lot of people watch this. Seriously,
Yeah.
watch us in general. I hope
Yeah.
a lot of people watch us in general. But just from a simple use case,
Yep.
this is like perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah practical. It's a real time. It's a real event, right? So how does the tech perform?
Right.
How does the tech perform, man? How does the tech perform?
And think about how many people don't want to get an electric car, a Tesla in particular,
Yeah.
because they are concerned about, hey, there's some, unusual set of circumstances, and all of a sudden I'm stuck because I got the electric car. I mean, you heard it all over the media, at least I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
I'm
Oh,
stuck
well,
because I
your,
got
your,
it.
your Tesla gonna burn up in your house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your, te- your, your Tesla's gonna burn up in the house.
Right. Right.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking What are we talking about? What I mean, if it happened, I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, I've seen videos. I guess salt water or something may have something to do with it, but I haven't gotten into it. I haven't researched all of that. I'm not saying it hasn't. I'm just saying that it's not widespread and pervasive as
Yeah,
as as somebody would want to make you think. Right? It's not. It's not it. It's not it, man.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, on the back of that, I did see I did see where a bank of superchargers was brought in by truck. Extra like 6 or 7 banks, which were fully able to charge vehicles. So they not only brought in a supercharger, but I guess they brought in a generator or whatever to run it to provide the power
To the Wawa?
to the Wawa. The Wawa already had superchargers. I'm not sure if it was out, but they showed the truck coming in with basically temporary superchargers that folks could use. Now, my thing is, now let's take that, right? Let's take that in emergency and just how quickly you can get this stuff out, right? Obviously, with gas, you got a central pumping station. You got to pump the gas from wherever that is into the truck, and then the truck get it out to
Right.
the gas station. And now when the truck gets to the gas station, he's got to pump it into the underground tanks,
Right.
and then you got to pump it. The truck, you don't necessarily have to do that. You pull up the truck, you pull up the semi rig with the flatbed on it, right? It's got its own generator power, whatever. You crank it up, you plug in, boop, right?
Wait a minute, man. A truck pulled up?
Truck pulled up, chief.
My goodness.
I have to, I
So,
have
so,
to send
and
you
not
that,
to
send you
mention,
that post, buddy.
say it again, say it
I
again.
have to send you the link.
Oh yeah, you need to show me this. I mean, I'm already like connecting the dots to the point that you made earlier. I mean, you had a situation where you didn't even have to wait,
Yeah,
and you're telling me a truck showed up with a bank of Tesla superchargers, if I heard you right,
yep,
with the generator.
that's right.
Nah,
That's right. That's right, man. That's right.
that's different. Now you're not going to see that from any other EV supplier, manufacturer, whatever. You're not going to see Lucid. You're not going to see
Rivian.
Rivian. You're not going to see it.
Mm,
You're not going to see it. So here we go again, right? We're talking about the tech, but now we're talking about the infrastructure.
right.
Deployment. So your infrastructure is not some, unflexible, fixed state sort of tool. I think for better, like for a better word, tool. Right. I
Right.
mean, it is something that is flexible and ready to go given the situation.
That's right.
And again, right, people get nervous about driving EVs. All right, fine. I'm not gonna go for every EV. I'm a Tesla guy, number one. But in this case, Tesla has demonstrated that infrastructure, the focus on infrastructure and how important it is to make sure that all these EV drivers are taken care of. Tesla drivers are taken care of.
That's right. That's right.
Value,
And
value, value, value.
and that's today. That's in 2024.
Right.
Spin it 5 years from now.
Oh boy.
I just, yeah, that's my
Oh
thing. Like,
yeah.
just spin it, just spin it. That's where we are today. Spin it 5 years from now
Yeah.
and see where we will be.
Yeah. 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 Is that a good segue? Is that a good segue?
Yeah, yeah. No, I think it's awesome, man. Let's get at it. That's been my hurricane experience, right? But yeah, let's get into it, man. Your boy had an announcement this week, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That was go ahead, go for it.
No, 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 no. I'm leaving it to you, man. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, first of all, you're kind of there waiting, patiently. I think there was easily an hour, if not an hour and a half wait.
I saw that, man. I was like, what is this trucker doing?
I mean, and then after, I mean, you're there, you're thinking like, did I miss it? Did it start? I mean,
Right.
I'm like looking on the internet. I'm like trying to look, see if people are making comments about, maybe it started, but it's not. It's something weird, right? I just didn't know what to expect. But the thing that was interesting to see so many viewers, man. I think by the time it switched on, it was probably like what 2.8,
Mm,
2.8 million viewers, which is, at least that sounds like a lot to me.
that's a lot, dude.
A lot,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
right? And next thing you know, he pops up. He's coming out of this makeshift movie theater on the set, the Warner Brothers set in Burbank,
Mm,
California, walking next to a person. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm not sure if it was if it was one of the androids or not, one of the Optimus robots or not. But
right.
let's assume there was a person comes out in the spaceship suit and then kicks off this, whole presentation around the robo-taxi. Jumps in the robo-taxi, drives on the stage, gets the stage, and sort of lays out in what I would consider still a 33,000 foot level explanation of what he sees in terms of introducing this robo taxi. Then, as he's talking, almost a robo bus shows up. A
Right.
20-passenger robo bus shows up. Some of the employees, I guess from Tesla, jump out of that. He has that to talk about, and then in parallel, you got the Optimus robots that come out of. It looks like you're in a set of Star Wars back in the '70s, right? I mean, R2D2 and help me out, CP30,
That's right.
right, coming out, and you're just like, what am I watching? What am I looking at right now? And
Mm,
it is all, at least for me, very clear that he is pushing the envelope. He's going to, once again, push everything so far out that the competition is not going to be able to touch it. That's my opinion. Now, I know there's a lot of question marks, and I still have questions, but I think just him, again, as we talked about in the previous episodes, just for simplicity purposes, talking about the EV, talking about the battery, then everyone playing catch up. Now we got the robo taxi, arguably Waymo, um, and there's another British company out there that they're using the same technology or similar technology for robo taxis or what have you. But the reality is that those are not car manufacturers. Waymo's not a car manufacturer. They're just taking their tech, slapping it onto whatever vehicle they got in the fleet, and that's it.
right.
So now he's gonna make it so unreachable, so hard, and it's almost like he's gonna start taking on. It's like he's fighting two people at one time
Mm,
with one hand.
mhm. Right. 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 Right.
Ip Man.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right.
he, it's
Right.
like it's like he's fighting. So now he's throwing jabs at at the at the GMs, at the Rivians, etc. And then at the same time, he's going to start throwing jabs at Uber and Lyft now.
Mm.
And guess who dropped out of that game?
Who's that?
Uber. Uber dropped out. They were in the EV game. They
Really?
were in the, they were in the EV game, and they dropped out.
Wow. I didn't know
They,
that.
of course, why? Because there was a fatality. I get it. I
Okay.
get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Dropped out. But honestly, now that Tesla, and something tells me that, while again, I want to hear your thoughts too on, like, if you saw the same thing I saw.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, my viewpoint is that, he didn't show off the tech as much I would have liked. I'll be honest with you. I
Right.
wanted to see more, right? I wanted to see like some like old lady crossing the street and then how the car would stop, and I wanted to see somebody use the app and then the car picks them up and it tells them to take them to a specific destination, and then they get out the car and then someone else gets in. I did want to see more of that. But
Mm.
I think he had to kind of stay up there because he just wanted to kind of show the hardware, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
and then give, of course, you want to see without a car without a steering wheel, which is like unheard of, right? You wanted to see that. But for me, I just how he moves, how he always operates, he's already steps ahead, and everyone is going to be trying to play catch up now once again.
Yeah. 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 I think. Yeah. Listening to you, and watching the video. And by the time I watched it, it said 10 million, like over 10 million views.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, over
Okay.
10 million.
Okay.
So two million probably watched it live, and the
Live.
rest, caught up.
10 million.
But and we talked about it. He's a visionary, man. He's a visionary. He's a visionary. And yeah, there's a lot of details that got to be filled,
Right.
right? But he's a visionary, man. He's a visionary. And I took some notes. I took some notes on what he said. Our current in it, and when I say them to you, I'm gonna hit you with a couple questions. Those are the
Okay.
questions that stirred up in me,
All
right?
right. All right. All right.
Right, they
I'm
stirred up
ready.
in me,
I'm
and
ready.
we can take it all the way through because we've been talking about this ever since our first episode. The guy's a disruptor.
Right.
The guy's a disruptor, and we always talk about he's playing chess and everyone else is playing
Checkers.
checkers.
That's right.
He's building AI and tech, and this is just the method of it being transferred.
Right.
Everyone else is trying to make an EV, a battery, a car that's run by a battery. That's
Right.
the
Right.
problem, right?
Right.
You trying to make a battery operated car. This man, come on, man, right? And that's the and look, I have not been drawn to watch none of the other car manufacturers' quarterlies, announcements, none. None. Why is that? That's one of my questions. Why is that?
Well, I think part of it has to do with the fact that, frankly, they are Me Too. It's just a Me Too.
Me
I
too.
mean, don't get me wrong. Rivian is an outdoor vehicle,
Yeah.
but fundamentally, it is a Me Too.
Me too. Yeah.
That's all it is. So why listen to Me Too when you got
Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah, you can listen to the leader, right?
right?
You can listen to the leader.
You listen to the leader,
Right.
man. I,
That's
I don't
right.
I don't have I mean it's like living in America, man. It's like living in America. I don't need to know what's going I mean I can know some high level stuff. Yeah, okay, what's going on with the, Bank of England and all right, major market, blah blah blah. But frankly, everything that happens in the US moves global markets.
Right. That's
Period.
right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right, man. And that's yeah. Yeah, man. That's a great analogy. That's a great analogy, man. That's a great analogy. That's a great
Yes,
analogy.
I trust me. I hear you. I hear you on that one.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
So, a couple points I took from him, right? Our current our current transportation
Hmm.
state or methodology or whatever.
Right.
3 points he pointed out that were on
Hmm.
the screen. It costs too much,
Mm.
not safe,
Mm.
because you got people driving it, right? Ooh, and I just thought about this. Oh, we're
Okay.
gonna get back to that. We're gonna get
All
back to
right.
that.
All right. All right.
And it's not sustainable with the growth of people.
Mm.
So
Right.
I'm gonna say them again.
Okay. All right.
It's too much, not safe,
Mm.
unsustainable.
Mm. I
Now,
mean,
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
nah. So I mean, just frankly, just on the cost piece alone, just on the cost piece alone, you have people that are going into debt, massive debt to own a vehicle. You have people that are, again, as they're getting these new cars, getting into insurance.
Man, that something just hit me, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Let me get it out real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Not only are, and this is, it goes back to what we said before.
Right.
You worrying about this vehicle depreciating, but it's getting smarter with each every update. With every update.
Right.
So you going into debt, like you said, you going into debt. You paying for this vehicle that's
Right.
dumb. That's dumb. That's
Right.
dumb. And it ain't. And it's not getting any smarter by the day.
No. Zero.
And it's depreciating.
And it's losing value like boom.
And it's right.
Yeah.
But you get the tech and the Tesla. Yes, it depreciates, but you get the updates.
Right.
It gets smarter, right?
Right.
It gets smart. It gets more of the functionality gets released to you. At least you get that.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Different way totally different way to hit it, right? Go ahead.
Massively different. Massively different. And to your point, I mean, that's to me, that's where again, even let's forget depreciation for a second. Forget that. Forget the concept.
All right.
Value to me is all I care about.
Mm,
It's always about
right.
the value to me.
That's right.
It's always about the value to me and what I'm going to get continuously over time through not having to reinvest into another vehicle. Now, granted, if I wanted the color, I go get the color. If I
Right.
want new fancy rims, I go get the fancy rims. If I want a spoiler, I go get the spoiler. Whatever it is. If I want to upgrade to that Cybertruck, okay, fine. But for the time being, I have no reason to want to exit ownership of that vehicle.
Mm.
Because to your point, I'm still getting, I mean, just again, not to bore our people that's listening, but we got to go back to the part you said before. You sit in your car, you get an alert.
Right.
I mean, that's like, when the wife comes home and she got like some like, at least for me, man, she got like that dessert or something that she picked up somewhere. And I'm just like,
Right.
oh, that's all right. I'm ready.
I'm ready to get down.
Let's get, right? I mean, it's one of those things. I mean, it was the dessert. And
Right.
can you imagine you buying a non Tesla? It's very rare you get the dessert. It don't even exist.
That's true. You know what? Once you that car stops giving back to you, what? Maybe a week after, couple
Oh,
weeks after, it's done. There's
yeah.
no more for you to discover.
Not really. Not really. Because you said a couple of episodes ago, typically that thing that you're talking about is the performance.
Right.
You get to beat somebody off the light. I mean, of course, we're getting older, but beat somebody off the light, or I don't know, just looks like a nice car, right? After a while, but it's like after a while you kind of like, sorry, I'll go slower. I don't need to beat them off the light
Right.
anymore.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Right? But with the Tesla, you're beating off people off the light. Plus, you're getting these
Yeah.
other things.
That's right.
So, look, man, it, the cost, sustainability,
Mm.
for sure. For sure, and again, let me just make sure when we talk about sustainability, we talking about environmental.
Right. That's right.
Okay, yeah, there it is. I mean, we
Right.
could probably beat that one to death all
Yeah.
day long. I mean, that's um yeah. I let you take that. I don't got much to say on that
Yeah.
one because
Because yeah, he said not sustainable. It makes sense to me, just with the carbon footprint and all that kind of
right,
stuff. You just can't
right,
keep putting more and more on the road, right? You just
right,
can't. It's
right,
not sustainable, like you
right,
said, right?
right, right. And what was the last one? It was the cost, sustainability, and
Not safe.
not safe. And I mean, my goodness, how much have we talked about that?
And
How?
think about how think about Sadat. Think about how we've approached safety.
Mm,
Think about how we've typically approached safety in vehicles and how he's approached safety.
yeah, yeah,
We've approached safety historically by adding more safety features, ABS brakes,
Mm-hmm.
uh, ma'am, sir, put on your seatbelt.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to even make it a law to wear your seatbelt.
Right.
Airbags.
Right.
We're going to have not just airbags in the steering wheel, but we're going to put airbags all through the cabin.
Right.
We're going to make it so that the frame, right, crumples, is able to take energy,
Right.
engine drops, whatever. Those are all reactive.
Mm. Right.
He's taken a look. So now he's done those things,
Yep.
but he's taken another look at it and says, you know what? Human beings, you don't know what the heck you're doing when you drive. You're reckless, right? You're reckless. You make bad decisions. You get
Right.
in there inebriated or drunk or high or you're off kilter. You're mad. You're angry. You're emotional. You're all of that.
Right.
You're all of that, and
Right.
that gets you into bad situations.
Right.
You don't
Right.
look at the road. You're texting. You're doing this and that. Right? You're on the phone. You're distracted. He says, you know what? It's better for you to not what? Drive.
Right.
It's better for this AI
Right.
drive.
Right. Right. It's a truth, man. It's a truth.